Hello students, welcome back. In today's class, we will learn about Charter Act of 1813 and 1833, as well as we will also learn about the pillars of the British administration. Things happened in this way that in Europe, Industrial Revolution came in 1740. Britain was the leading trading nation. Then came Napoleon, who caused trouble for them. Napoleon passed a decree stating that no European company will trade with Britain, which brought heavy loss for British government. Therefore, in 1813, under Charter Act, monopoly of East India Company was ended and threw open Indian trade to all British merchants. According to the Charter Act of 1813, the East India Company had the monopoly in tea trade only, and rest all other merchants were allowed to trade in India. But with the enactment of Charter Act of 1833, the remaining monopoly was also taken from the East India Company. Now let's talk about the changes which came in Charter Act of 1833. All the presidencies were now under a single Governor General. Therefore, a new Governor General was elected, Lord William Bentinck. Britishers established three main pillars on which British administration stood. Number one was civil service. Lord Cornwallis was the father of civil services in India. He raised salaries of company servants, rules against private trade and acceptance of bribes. According to the Charter Act of 1853, selection was through competitive examinations. Indians were completely excluded. Second pillar of British administration is of army. The main aim of army was of conquering Indian powers, defending British Empire from foreign rivals, suppressing internal revolt and safeguarding British supremacy, and the maximum soldiers in the army were of Indians. Officers were exclusively British. The highest rank in Indian army was of Subedar. Next pillar is of police force. The police force was formed to maintain law and order. In 1791, Superintendent of Police for Calcutta was appointed. Cities were under kotwals, thanas were under darogas, villages were under chowkidar. The British officials were eligible for the higher post. Another important pillar of British administration was of judiciary. In India, people used to follow laws based on local customs and traditions. With the coming of British administration, the judiciary also came along to ensure that the laws were being followed. Therefore, in 1793, the Bengal Regulation was introduced where some of the old traditions and customs of both Hindus and Muslims alike were written down in the form of laws. It was during the time of Warren Hastings and Lord Cornwallis that the judicial system was given a proper shape.